With New Year's resolutions comes talk of the best way to meal prep. I'm bringing back a social media star known for his delicious Vietnamese dishes. Ken Tran is a popular home cook and YouTuber with a knack for turning everyday ingredients into crave-worthy bites. And joining me again now in the kitchen to talk about his Vietnamese meal prep series is Ken, or also known on his Instagram as Feed the Pudge. Hello again. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, absolutely. So I'm trying to meal prep. I'm trying to eat healthier. You have some tips specifically with the way you cook.
Yeah.
What are those?
Yeah, for sure. So to preface that, as a full-time content creator for the past 2 years, I've gained a ton of weight. Right, so I'm trying to make some better decisions for myself, but I don't want to sacrifice the food and flavors that I love. So Vietnamese food is pretty healthy already, but by making some smart swaps and being a little bit more mindful of portion sizes, I'm able to enjoy all the foods that I really love without having to give up anything.
So is that the main thing when you're out tasting things as a full-time content creator, that you're focused on portions? Like, we can taste, but maybe don't eat the entire thing in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. So just being a little bit more mindful, not overindulging while still being able to enjoy it.
Okay, and you have some smart swaps today, and you're going to show me how to make something. What are we preparing today?
So we're making a Vietnamese chipotle bowl. So we're using lemongrass chicken that we made, right? So I'm actually going to have you marinate the chicken with me today.
Great.
And then we'll kind of just walk through that.
Assemble.
Yeah? Cool.
Okay, how do we get started?
Yeah.
What kind of chicken, first of all?
Sure.
Is this breast, thigh?
Yeah, you can use breast, thighs, really anything you want. I have thighs here, but I did prep breast earlier.
Okay.
But you can use pork chop, steak, seafood, anything you want. Really, the whole idea is I want this to be a foundational recipe that you can adapt and change to better fit whatever preferences you have.
That makes sense. You can swap out the proteins too, so you don't get too tired of it, like tofu, anything you want.
Yeah. So to that, first we're going to start off with our minced lemongrass.
Ooh.
Then I have some minced garlic.
Yum. Oh, the smells of both of those are delicious.
Yeah. And then this is low sodium soy sauce, and that way we can better control the sodium level.
Okay, so again, starting with the swaps there that you did.
And
what's in here?
Oyster sauce.
Okay.
And then in a lot of Vietnamese cooking, we do use a lot of sugar, and a smart swap for that is using monk fruit sweetener or any sweetener of your choice to, again, kind of reduce the amount of calories or anything you want there.
Can you taste the difference there? Can you, like, from the sugar?
Yeah, I think monk fruit sweetener is a pretty good substitute that, unless you're really looking for it, you can't really tell.
All right, fair enough.
And then this is a little bit of chicken bouillon.
Oh. What does that do in there?
Yeah, just another flavor enhancer, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep, and then a little bit of oil. And then I'm gonna get my gloves on and I'll just give that a good mix.
Okay, so how long do we marinate this for too? Is this like an overnight situation?
Yeah, so what I usually say is half an hour at least, but with most marinades, overnight is best. Okay. Yeah. And once you have this fully marinated, you also have options on how you can cook it. So, again, I like grilling it is easily, like, for me, the most healthy way, right? But you can also cook it on the stovetop, you can do it in the air fryer, or you can bake it. So again, you have these options to, again, do it however is easiest to you.
And maybe just don't fry it. If we're thinking about something that's,
For
healthier
sure.
options.
Right. Yeah, so again, once this is marinated, we'll kick that up. And then kind of keeping in that Chipotle style, right? I cut it up kind of into a dice.
It really does feel like we're at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cool. And then other than that, I'm gonna have you assemble your bowl.
Okay.
So I'm using white rice, so this is kind of like my one thing where I'm just like, I can't really substitute that. I really love white rice.
So instead of brown rice or like a salad base, you're still throwing in a little.
But again, you can use brown rice, you can use quinoa, you can use vermicelli noodles, or you can just do salad base as well.
Great. Okay, so you chopped this up, you grilled this, and so I'm just kind of building my bowl here.
Yeah.
Delicious.
And then from there, any kind of veggies you want. We're keeping it pretty simple today with just lettuce, cucumbers, and tomatoes, but again, feel free to adjust that to whatever kind of veggies you want.
And then do I get a dressing, and what can you tell me about the flavors in the dressing?
Yeah, so the last time I was here, we made a pretty standard nuoc chấm, which is a Vietnamese fish sauce dressing. So same thing here today. But again, instead of using sugar, we're using that monk fruit sweetener.
Oh, delicious. What kind of flavors can I expect with this?
Yeah, it's super savory, a little bit tangy, a little bit sour from the lemon. And it just, for me, it's like the Vietnamese, it's the lifeblood of Vietnamese cuisine just because we use it in almost everything that we make.
Amazing. While I'm tasting this too, for people that don't know, how did you start Feed the Pudge? Where did this all come from with your passion for food?
Yeah. I kind of dabbled in it starting in 2016. I was actually a content creator doing local restaurants, featuring local restaurants, giving these smaller mom and pop restaurants that didn't typically have a marketing budget kind of that spotlight, right? And my background's actually in sales, kind of dabbled between back and forth. And then during the pandemic, when I got laid off, that's kind of when I started actually creating my own food content. And fast forward a couple years, it's kind of where we're at now.
Here we are.
Yeah.
This is so delicious. I'm loving the flavors on it. And it doesn't feel too healthy because everyone knows that meal where you're like, it's lacking flavor. This still has bold flavors. Who has inspired you in the kitchen too? Are there any family members that you can?
Yeah, definitely. My mom is for sure my biggest inspiration, right? I'm always, as a little kid, I was always hovering over her, just picking at her brain, just being really curious, probably a little bit annoying too. And she's who's really inspired my love of cooking.
Amazing. What's next for you with Feed the Pudge? We also have your fish sauce line.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about Dear Mom. So we're actually in over 100 stores nationwide.
Congrats.
Going to be in a lot more pretty soon. We're going to be launching a few new product lines under Dear Mom as well. We're going to be doing a vegetarian fish sauce, a pre-made fish sauce like this that's ready to use already, as well as a fish sauce salt, and that should be coming sometime in March.
Okay, meal prep series. What else can people look for on Instagram and just what you have cooking up? Because you're always in the kitchen.
For sure, yeah. Really, what I focus on is home-style Vietnamese food. That's kind of my bread and butter. But I love exploring, food from all different Asian cultures, as well as kind of, anything that I personally really love.
Why do you think so many people follow you too? Because I feel like you're so authentic, you're easy to chat with. I love having you on, but why do you think you have such a platform?
Yeah, I think it's maybe the relatability. I really weave in a lot of my own personal stories, kind of my own upbringing, and I find ways to relate to people through food. And I think food is such a great vehicle to be able to do that because you're able to share your culture. And I mean, everybody loves food, right?
Absolutely. I sure do. And I loved this. Thank you for being here, Ken. I really appreciate it.